Imagine this. Your profession could be the golden ticket that opens the door to Australia in 2025. Nurses, engineers, chefs, IT experts. This year's state occupation list could change everything for you. But the question is your job on the list? And do you know how to use it to your advantage? Stay tuned, because what you hear today might decide your future. Welcome to Next Stop, Australia, the channel where your migration journey turns into a clear and achievable plan. Here we bring you the latest updates, the smarter strategies, and insider knowledge about building your career and life in Australia. In today's video, we'll explore the Australia State Occupation List 2025. What's new, what's changed, and how it impacts you. If you've ever dreamed of starting fresh in Australia, this video could be the first real step toward making it happen. Welcome to Next Stop, Australia, the channel where we bring you the most reliable and up-to-date information about migration, work opportunities, and building a future in one of the most beautiful countries on Earth. Today, we are going to explore a topic that thousands of skilled migrants across the world are waiting for every year: the Australia State Occupation List 2025. This is not just another government list, it's the roadmap that tells you whether your skills, your career, and your dreams align with Australia's future. If you are planning to move to Australia or you are already in the process of migration, you need to watch this video until the very end, because every single detail can have a direct impact on your journey. Let's start with why the State Occupation List is so important. In simple words, Australia does not have the same skill shortages everywhere. Sydney might need more software engineers and accountants, while Darwin could be looking for chefs and mechanics, and Adelaide might want renewable energy engineers. To manage these differences, every state and territory publishes its own occupation list every year, showing exactly which jobs they are prioritizing for skilled migration. If your occupation is on that list, your chances of being invited for a visa go up dramatically. But if it isn't there, you may have to look at another state, another pathway, or even another strategy. That is why this list is often called the golden key for migrants. In 2025, Australia is facing some big changes. The economy is recovering strongly, population growth is picking up again, and industries like renewable energy, digital technology, health, and construction are expanding. At the same time, Australia is facing an aging population, a shortage of healthcare staff, and a massive demand for infrastructure development. This has shaped the 2025 state occupation lists across the country. And as we go state by state, you'll notice a pattern: health workers, tradespeople, engineers, and IT specialists are the backbone of these lists, but there are also surprising opportunities in areas like education, hospitality, and even agriculture. Let's begin with New South Wales, home to Sydney and the biggest population in the country. New South Wales has always been highly competitive because so many migrants want to live in Sydney. In 2025, the NSW occupation list strongly favours healthcare professionals, especially nurses, midwives, and aged care workers. Engineers, including civil, mechanical, and electrical engineers, are also in very high demand due to ongoing construction and infrastructure projects. The state is also focusing on technology, with software engineers, cybersecurity specialists, and data analysts being prioritised. But here is the catch: NSW usually sets very high cut-off points for invitations. That means just being on the list is not enough. You'll need to have a strong point score, excellent English, and preferably work experience in New South Wales to stand out from the competition. For those who can meet these requirements, the opportunities in NSW are immense, and the lifestyle in Sydney is unmatched. Moving down to Victoria, Melbourne State has a very distinct focus. Victoria is known for its advanced industries, education, and healthcare, and its 2025 list reflects this clearly. Doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, and occupational therapists are in huge demand. Engineers and ICT professionals are also high on the list, especially in areas like artificial intelligence, biomedical sciences, and renewable energy. Interestingly, Victoria often includes certain niche roles like design and creative occupations, thanks to Melbourne's global reputation in arts and culture. This makes Victoria attractive not only for traditional skilled professionals but also for people in unique industries. If you are an international student graduating from a Victorian university, you also get additional pathways, because the state loves retaining its own graduates. Heading north, Queensland stands out with its diversity. Brisbane is a booming city, but Queensland also has vast regional areas that desperately need skilled workers. In 2025, Queensland has clearly emphasised regional migration. This means if you are willing to settle in places like Cairns, Townsville, or Rockhampton, your chances of getting state nomination improve significantly. Tradespeople like electricians, mechanics, plumbers, and carpenters are highly valued here. Hospitality is also huge, with chefs, cooks, and hotel managers making it onto the list due to the strong tourism industry. And of course, healthcare is front and centre, particularly for rural hospitals and aged care facilities. Queensland offers a mix of big city lifestyle in Brisbane and regional opportunities elsewhere, so it's a great option for those who are flexible about location. Now let's look at South Australia, which is often considered one of the most welcoming states for migrants. The 2025 list from South Australia is broad and includes hundreds of occupations across multiple industries. The state is actively supporting renewable energy projects, shipbuilding, and defence industries, so engineers, technicians, and project managers are in strong demand. But at the same time, South Australia has also included many trades and vocational roles such as welders, bakers, hairdressers, and carers. This wide list makes it easier for many migrants to find a pathway. Adelaide, the capital, has become increasingly popular among international students, and the state offers special options for graduates. If you studied in Adelaide, you may find additional opportunities to apply for state nomination compared to other places. Western Australia, with Perth as its capital, is another powerhouse. The economy has historically been dominated by mining, and that continues in 2025. Mining engineers, geologists, metallurgists, and related roles are in demand. But WA is also diversifying, and there is now strong demand for healthcare workers, teachers, and IT specialists. Trades such as bricklayers, tilers, and plumbers are also on the list, reflecting Perth's rapid urban growth. WA has the advantage of offering very high salaries in certain industries, especially mining and construction, so if you have experience in these fields, Western Australia can be one of the most rewarding destinations. Tasmania might be small, but it has a very interesting list. In 2025, Tasmania is prioritising occupations in healthcare, hospitality, and agriculture. Nurses, aged care workers, chefs, and farm managers are all highlighted. The state also gives special importance to applicants who are already living or studying in Tasmania. That means international students or temporary visa holders in Hobart or other regional towns have a clear advantage. Tasmania is known for its peaceful environment, close-knit communities, and natural beauty, so if you're looking for a slower-paced but high-quality life, it could be the right match. The Australian Capital Territory, home to Canberra, runs things a little differently. The ACT has something called the Critical Skills List, which is not just a simple list of jobs but a structured point system known as the Canberra Matrix. In 2025, the ACT continues to prioritise occupations like teachers, nurses, social workers, and IT professionals, but the unique part is how they assess candidates. Points are awarded for things like how long you've lived in Canberra, your level of English, whether your partner has skills, and your job prospects. This means that even if you are in a competitive occupation, you can still stand out by building points in other areas. Canberra offers a stable lifestyle, a strong job market in government and administration, and excellent education opportunities, which makes it very appealing for families. Finally, we come to the Northern Territory, which is one of the most unique regions in Australia. In 2025, the NT occupation list continues to highlight its need for hospitality workers, aged care staff, trades, and mechanics. Chefs, waiters, childcare workers, and electricians are all featured prominently. The Northern Territory is especially welcoming to people who are ready to live in regional or remote areas for the long term. While Darwin is the capital and has a growing multicultural community, many opportunities are spread across smaller towns. If you're adventurous and open to building a life outside the big cities, the NT offers pathways that may not be available elsewhere. When we step back and look at all the lists together, some clear themes emerge. Healthcare is by far the biggest priority across every state and territory. Nurses, aged care workers, and doctors are needed everywhere. Trades are also extremely important, with Australia facing shortages of electricians, plumbers, mechanics, and carpenters. Information technology has a strong presence, particularly in states like New South Wales and Victoria, which are pushing for digital growth and cybersecurity. Hospitality and agriculture appear consistently in more regional states like Queensland, Tasmania, and the Northern Territory. So what does this mean for you as a skilled migrant in 2025? First, it means flexibility is key. If your occupation is not on the list in New South Wales or Victoria, don't give up. It might be on the list in Queensland or South Australia. Each state has different rules, and by being flexible about where you want to live, you can increase your chances dramatically. Second, understand that state nomination is competitive. Even if your job is on the list, you will still need to meet other requirements like points, English skills, and in some cases, work experience in that state. Preparing thoroughly and being realistic about your profile is critical. Another point to remember is that Australia strongly supports regional migration. Many states give preference to people who are willing to live outside the bigger cities. Regional visas often come with benefits like lower competition, faster processing, and extra points. If you're open to living in regional areas, you could turn that into your biggest advantage. For international students, 2025 is actually a very good year. Many states, especially South Australia, Tasmania, and the ACT, are offering clear pathways for graduates who studied locally. This is part of Australia's strategy to retain talent trained within its borders. So if you are a student or planning to study in Australia, keep an eye on how each state supports graduates. Now let's talk about strategy. The biggest mistake many applicants make is focusing only on the most popular states like New South Wales or Victoria. While these states are attractive, they are also the most competitive. If your priority is to secure a visa, you should broaden your options. Look at regional states where your occupation is more in demand and where the competition is less intense. Another smart strategy is to build your profile before applying. Improve your English scores, gain more work experience, or consider a short course in Australia that can boost your chances. Every little advantage matters in the point system. At the end of the day, the Australia State Occupation List 2025 is not just a document, it's a window into Australia's future. It shows where the jobs are, where the opportunities lie, and how the country is planning to grow. If your occupation is on the list, congratulations, you have a chance to be part of that future. If it's not, don't lose hope. Migration is all about strategy, timing, and persistence. Australia is a land built on migrants. Every city, every region, and every industry has been shaped by people who came here with skills, dreams, and determination. If you are watching this video, chances are you are ready to take that journey yourself. And while the process can be challenging, the rewards are life-changing. Here at Next Stop, Australia, our goal is to guide you, inform you, and inspire you to make the best decisions for your migration journey. The 2025 occupation lists are now out, and the time to plan is now. Whether you're a nurse in India, an engineer in Pakistan, a software developer in Nigeria, or a chef in the Philippines, there is a place for you in Australia if you're ready to take the right steps. So take this information, study the lists carefully, and align your plans with the opportunities. Australia is waiting, and your next stop might just be here, building a new life in a land of endless possibilities. Thank you for watching Next Stop, Australia. If you found this video useful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because we'll keep bringing you the latest updates, tips, and insights to make your Australian dream a reality. Heading west, we arrive at Western Australia, with Perth as its capital. WA's economy has always been resource-driven, but in 2025, the list highlights both traditional and emerging industries. Mining engineers, geologists, and metallurgists remain in strong demand, but there's also a growing need for health professionals, education staff, and IT workers. Perth's booming population means more schools, hospitals, and infrastructure projects, which translates into opportunities for teachers, nurses, and construction specialists. If you're in a trade occupation like bricklaying, tiling, or plumbing, WA is a very strong option in 2025. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into the Australia State Occupation List 2025. Remember, these lists are more than just names of professions. They're opportunities, open doors, and pathways to a brand new life. Your skills are valuable, and Australia needs people like you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Next Stop, Australia, because we'll keep guiding you with the latest updates, expert advice, and everything you need to make your Australian dream come true. Until next time, keep planning, keep dreaming, and get ready for your next stop, Australia.